back, everybody, as Matt Server leads the Ducks onto the ice. We welcome you inside the Rink Exchange for a penultimate occasion here in this 2022-2023 season. The Oregon Ducks hosting the University of Utah Utes tonight in what is game number 100 in the career of Austin Pultz.
Wow.
So, big congratulations to Austin. I said this on Twitter, but I'm gonna gush about Austin for a little bit here. You can't say enough about what he has done and what he has meant for this program in his time here. 2 Pac-8 titles, would have been 3 Pac-8 titles if there was a Pac-8 championship last year. Little bit of presumptuous maybe, but there was no one that was touching the Ducks in the Pac-8 last season if there had been a conference tournament, and should have 3 rings. Yeah. Really could have had 4 rings if there was a COVID year as well. And there are no retired jerseys here, but number 23 belongs absolutely 100% in the rafters of this building. Cannot say enough about what Mr. Pultz has meant to this program, and you'll hear me say that 2 or 3 times more over the course of the evening at least. But focusing on the matchup at hand tonight, it is the Oregon Ducks, it is the Utah Utes. The Ducks are 33rd in the most recent ACHA rankings. It is pretty difficult to see a path into the top 24 national tournament for the Oregon Ducks. But Utah is number 17, which is a very interesting place to be right now because the top 20 teams make the tournament. So put your red line at 20. But Navy at 26 already has an auto bid, and there are 2 teams, as the standings look right now, that are in line for automatic bids that are outside of the top 20. So effectively, Utah is right on that red line for a national tournament bid right now. There may be no natties for the Ducks, but a win, especially 2 wins this weekend, and they can cancel some flights from Salt Lake to Boston, and wouldn't that feel good? For Utah, though, they know that they don't just need to win this weekend, because we talk about it so much. Strength of schedule is everything in the ACHA rankings, and the Ducks don't give them a whole lot of a boost in that department, unfortunately, for Oregon. So even a couple of close wins for Utah might knock them down to 18, and losing 1 spot in the rankings once you start to factor in auto bids is a really big deal. So Utah is going to come into this series with a ton of motivation because of that. Let's take a look back in time. In December 2nd was the last time that these 2 teams saw each other. That was a 6-4 Utah win. A game that Oregon started out actually scoring the first couple of goals, and then Utah just sort of stormed back, took home the 6-4 win at home. And then the next day, on December the 3rd, it was a 3-2 win for the Ducks in overtime. 2 Jimmy Gagan goals in the 3rd period to force overtime, and then the OT winner from Nick Slayton. So these teams have played twice before this season in Salt Lake. 1 overtime victory for the Ducks, 1 regulation victory for Utah in those 2 games. One other thing of note for the Ducks, they get Alex Enegren back this weekend, so we move up to 19 skaters.
Nice!
Still a little bit of a short bench, but moving in the right direction. The inactives for the Ducks this weekend: Pat Routson, Stas Popkov, Jimmy Gagan, Jacob Sanger, Austin Charnholm, Griffin Minchin, and Ryan Green. And then only 2 goalies at a time. Tonight, that's going to be Server and Bradford. But that's just an issue of only dressing 2 of them. Good to see Alex Enegren back. Good to see guys like Ethan Jamernick back, who missed a little bit of time. And Austin Pultz missed some time this season. We talked about him. So how nice that to have him back as well. He's a fantastic presence on the blue line. As we just see Matt Server, I think, took one off the mask in warm-ups. That's never fun. Never something you want to do. So 10.5 minutes left on the clock. We're going to take a break and then be back with you probably once more right at the end of warm-ups Then we'll have an ice cut, and then we will do all of our introductions. But you've had a couple of minutes now to watch the teams warm up. I know you always like to look at the goalies as a goaltender yourself. So what have you seen?
You know me so well. Oh, man. It's nice to see Bradford on the ice. I haven't seen Bradford dressed in a little while. I think since Bend was the last time we saw him on the ice.
Yeah.
He's looking sharp tonight. His butterfly is fast. He's staying tight. I think I'm seeing some really nice stuff out of the Utah goalie, too. Over there, number 30, I think. He's got some nice slides, some nice movement over there in the net. I think it's going to be a nice goalie night.
Yeah, I think we do have starters for Utah, and it will be number 30, Landon Anderson, that starts between the pipes, the Murray, Utah native, and the senior for the Utes. And let's go over our numbers here. Landon has been the number 1 netminder for Utah this season. Give him credit for a 7-6 record in 14 games.
That's good.
With a 2.44 goals against and a 9.14
That's solid.
goals against average.
Solid numbers across all of Utah's goalies. Nothing below at .9.
I'm seeing that the Joseph Graylich has the exact same goals against and save percentage. There may have been a copying and pasting error by yours truly in putting the roster notes together. We'll have to check on that for tomorrow night, but I do remember seeing all of them above 90% on the save percentage. This is a tight Utah team, a good Utah team. As we've said, looking right now just on that national tournament bubble.
Yeah. Every goal is going to count this weekend.
Every goal will count this weekend. The other thing that's going to be interesting to watch this weekend is special teams.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when the Ducks are on the power play. We talk a lot in these kind of game preview situations about strength against strength. Mm-hmm. How about the opposite of that? The Ducks power play this year has struggled.
Yeah.
We 9.8% coming into the weekend according to the ACHA websites. That's not where you want it to be. That is far off from where you want it to be. But the Utah penalty kill, Reese, is only at 67%, which is also well below where you want it to be. So, and when the Ducks won in Salt Lake, power play goals played a role. So
really?
for the Ducks, if they can take advantage of that.
Dang, okay.
If either one of those units can, the Ducks power play or the Utah penalty, excuse me. If either one of those units can kind of show a little bit of an improvement from the way that their numbers have looked the rest of the season, that's going to give either side a big advantage this weekend. We've got about 7.5 minutes left of warm-ups, so we're going to take a break. We will be back with you right at the end of warm-ups just to check in and say hi, and then we'll have an ice cut, and we will probably be dropping the puck around 7:30 or so here on the West Coast, maybe a little bit after. So you've got time to make yourself a sandwich. You've got time to grab a beverage. We won't go too far. You shouldn't either. right, we got 60 seconds left to warm up. Some of the Ducks are already making their way off the ice and up the stairs in front of the Rennie's Landis sign, back to the locker room. Let's check in. Let's reset things for you one more time. Oregon Ducks and the Utah Utes in town tonight. That is the number 17 Utah Utes, and that's an interesting place to be for Utah in the rankings. We'll get to that in just a second. A couple of other things to take care of. First, let's recap one more time that December 2nd meeting between the Oregon Ducks and the Utes in Salt Lake was a 6-4 Utah win in a game that the Ducks did take the lead in initially before Utah came storming back. And then the next day, December 3rd, was one of the higher points of the Oregon season, one of their best wins from a resume standpoint, probably their second best win from a resume standpoint. The 3-2 overtime win on the back of 2 third-period goals from Jimmy Gagan and the winner from Nick Slayton. So let's talk about those rankings now, where I said Utah was at 17. And let's have our second episode of Nattyology here as we take a look at the road to Boston. So last week, this locks list looked pretty similar, but I gave you 1 through 10 on the ACHA rankings. Today, the locks I'm only listing as 1 through 9 because there is already one ticket punched to Nationals, and that's Navy by virtue of winning the ECHA regular season championship. But 1 through 9 going to look pretty similar. Minot State, Adrian, Ohio, UNLV, Liberty, Central Oklahoma, Indiana Tech, Jamestown, and Grand Valley State. If you look close, you will see 1, 2, 3 Ducks opponents on that list: Minot, UNLV, and Central Oklahoma. So it has been a very rough schedule for the Ducks this year. Looking safe at the moment: 10 Maryville, 11 Pittsburgh, 12 Illinois State, 13 Niagara, and 14 Calvin. And then the last 5 in at the moment, asterisk on at the moment, because there are auto bids that will still eat out some of these places, including some teams right now that if you just sort of follow straight chalk, I believe there would be 2 teams outside the top 20 that would get auto bids. But Lawrence Tech, Arizona, Utah, Stony Brook, and Arizona State round out the top 19. Again, 19 because there's already that one auto bid ticket punched by Navy. And then the first 5 out: Grand Canyon, Purdue Northwest, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Dearborn, and Missouri State. And the next 5 after that: Oswego State, Colorado State, Rhode Island, Delaware, and Concordia Ann Arbor are all sort of hoping that they will get a chance to make up some ground. Oregon will throw them on there, just for your knowledge, is at 33, but it would take a whole lot. I don't think there's really a path, but it would take nothing short of a miracle to get into the top 20 from here. For the Ducks, as an independent team, it is really difficult. You just have to, as difficult as any team, to make the national tournament, but as an independent team, there's no get hot at the right time. You just have to stay good for the whole season. So that's how the bracketology, the nattyology, as we'll say, situation looks right now. A couple of tickets still to punch for Boston. Well, we've got some ice to resurface, and then we'll be back with you for introductions. So don't go too far. We've got about 15 or so minutes, and we'll be back. everybody, almost time as we inch closer and closer to puck drop here. We're going to keep the lights mostly on this time. We took them all the way down last weekend
It's a little much
against
for
Colorado. We're just going to kill some of them this time, and won't take quite as long to be ready for puck drop.
Oh man, the poor stadium.
As we get ready to meet the Ducks here, we're going to do as we do on Friday nights. We'll meet the team one by one. Oh, nope, spoke too soon.
Go.
We do kill the whole lights. I like it, though. I like it. I like it.
Feels cinematic.
We'll see if we get the spotlight working. They're supposed to have that going. It was great with the fans and the phones, too.
I like that.
They got to get us like a desk lamp for our booth up here, though.
Sometimes I could also go for a heater, but
Yeah,
you know.
this rink isn't too bad, though. The rink where the Ducks won their last two Pac-8 championships in Tahoe, that is a cold rink.
Oh yeah.
Very, very cold rink. Anything's warmer than being up on the roof at Bend.
That's true. That is true. That's true.
A lot of fun, but
That's true. It's wearing like
gotta
5
have
layers.
the insulated shoes for that. All right, we got our music ready. We're gonna start meeting Ducks one by one here. First Duck of the night, goaltender Henry Bradford. And Griffin Minchin. Oh no, that's Seth Platt. No Minchin tonight. That's what we were told, but Minchin is on the list. But it is Seth Platt, as Minchin is inactive tonight. Here's Lars Kroos. Two is Jackson Henningsgaard. He had a goal in the team's last series. And speaking of goals in the last meeting between these two teams, Nick Slayton had the overtime winner the last time these teams took the ice against each other. 79 for the Ducks is Charlie Marr. Charlie Marr. We're joined by Charlie's brother on the broadcast last week. Here's Dayton Clark wearing the number 18 sweater in white. And David Andres on the blue line wearing number 44. Number 11, the ultimate Frisbee phenom, Micah Glass. Hunter Voiles in the number 6 sweater. California native. And the big welcome back to Alex Enegren. Fantastic to have Alex back on the ice tonight. From Calgary, number 96 is Ethan Jamernick. Ontario, Palgrove, Ontario, number 9, Thomas Munro. Another California native and alternate captain wearing number 2, Tobin Fix. Exciting to see Tobin, a sophomore, already with the letter on his chest.
Absolutely.
And in game number 100 of his career, Austin Pultz. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. You cannot say enough about what number 23 has meant to this program. He belongs on the Oregon Hockey Mount Rushmore. Number 23 belongs in the rafters at the Rink Exchange. A fantastic career for the Ducks senior. The starters tonight, Nathan Hannon will start it forward, along with Barak Breslavsky, who skates out now, the speedy number 7. And Isaiah Strategos rounds out the starting forward line for the Ducks. And Andy Thornton getting a start at defense, along with, speaking of sophomores wearing an A on their chest, a freshman as an alternate captain, Nick Mitchell from Fernie, British Columbia. And starting between the pipes for the Ducks tonight, the Ohio transfer from St. Louis, Matt Server. As we get our lights slowly back up. We'll let our friends from Salt Lake know the starting lineup in the black and red tonight. Jay Landakusik, Benji Mickle, Michael Erdis, Ethan Noonan, Logan Jackson, and Landon Anderson will start between the pipes for the Utes. We will take a break for the anthem. Do that hockey. Friday night in Eugene, another fantastic turnout. Have to think we've been well over 1,000 people a game this season, if not closer to 2,000 people a game, which is just great to see the growth of this program.
Consistently as well.
Yeah. We're expecting another pair of full houses in Medford next week. They are always great to us in Medford. Great energy in that building. If you live close to there and you've got time next weekend, you should snag some tickets while you still can. The crowds are actually a little bit smaller than we're going to have in this building, but it's a smaller building and it is absolutely packed. That place is bouncing. It's a madhouse. It's going to be a lot of fun. For this one, though, we're ready to play some hockey in Eugene. Ducks and Utes are underway. And off the opening faceoff, Utah, who absolutely must win both games this weekend if they are to make the national tournament, with the puck and a hot start off the opening faceoff as a shot deflects up into the netting. We mentioned it again in the intros. Top 20 make the national tournament, but 2 or 3 spots usually go to auto bids. Utah right now is at number 17. So for the Utes, a massive, massive weekend here in Eugene. And the Ducks a chance to maybe play spoiler a little bit, which would be a nice little stamp to put on the end of this first season of D1 as Thornton pushes that one around, picked up by Utah, but then knocked right to Nathan Hannon, and the Ducks will get it across the red line, send it in, a quick touch for the Utah netminder, and it wraps all the way around, and a quick touch from number 29 of Utah was Mickle, and they go the other way in front and moved out of there by Strategos and poked away right in front of the Utah bench. Broslovsky now at the circle. Touch from Andres. Broslovsky again with a nice dangle, plays it off the boards. And now Hannon will drag it, keeping it alive for the moment. Then Crows sends it across, intercepted, but picked up by Austin Pultz, and he backhands off the goal. Austin Pultz again in game number 100 of his Oregon career tonight. Out of the zone, chipped back by Andres as Crows and Pultz collide with each other. Now backwards in his own zone for the moment goes Lars Crows, finding David Andres, who is tugged down. It will be a penalty coming up against Utah, our first of the game, with 18:34 left in the opening period. As Austin Madge will open the door for Langenbrunner of Utah. There's a hockey name. Heard that once or twice in the old hockey world.
Langenbrunner.
And the crowd making some noise. So this is what we called out. The Duck penalty kill, or the Duck power play on the Utah penalty kill. I think suffice to say both coaches want better numbers. So a big matchup to see how these units perform against each other as we get another big collision. And a battle down low. Puck moving. There's a hit that maybe could have gone against Utah as a penalty, but we keep the arms down and we keep the puck moving. Broslovsky will move the puck around, took himself out of the zone though, and has to skate backwards with it to let the Ducks get back on side with 18 minutes left in the period and 1:25 left on the power play for the Ducks. Here's Monroe. And now in the middle is Crows there. Back around to Thomas Monroe. Sorry, that was Dayton Clark, not Crows. Now back to Monroe again, center point, shot from distance, blocked. Back to Dayton Clark again. Shot through traffic, there was a rebound, but unable to get his stick down on it was Strategos, and it's now cleared the length of the ice. And played by Matt Server. Then Hunter Voiles will wrap it around. Dayton Clark is there, 46 seconds left on the power play. Puck played by the Utes netminder and is sent back around and cleared. Hunter Voiles collects in the neutral zone, then finding Nick Slayton with 17 minutes left in the first period. 25 seconds left now on the man advantage for the Ducks. And Charlie Marr will pick it up. And going to be covered up by the Utah goaltender. Who'd we say that was in goal for Utah? That's Landon Anderson. He's got 14 starts, more than the other three Utah netminders combined. Tells you something about how Utah is treating this game with their number one netminder between the pipes. Despite having a big ranking advantage over the Ducks as the shot is blocked from Austin Pultz. Would really be nice to see if we can get a goal for Austin tonight in game number 100 as the penalty expires and the Utes are back to 5 aside. Reaching out for his Henningsgaard as he sent it across, and there was a chance for a deflection for Andres, but just couldn't send it on goal. Now turning, firing his Henningsgaard, save made, Landon Anderson. 16:07 left in the first period. Reese, what have you seen?
Oh, what a wild start to the night. Oh my gosh. Back and forth. A clean penalty. You know, I think that was a great show from both teams during the penalty. You know, there was some strong offense, some strong, smart penalty kill.
Andy Thornton with a shot that gets blocked, and then the puck will deflect out of the zone. Thomas Monroe is going to be forced back behind his own net. Utah had a hell of a goal from behind the net against UNLV, if you happen to see it. one of those ACHA plays that makes the general hockey internet rounds.
Had to have been good.
And there's the Ducks trying to stuff it in, and in doing so will knock the net off its moorings. Something which Duck fans are not surprised to hear me say, and Utah fans are going to get used to hearing me say those words over the next 120 minutes of hockey.
Yeah.
It tends to happen in this building.
It happens here. It happens.
15:34 officially left. The other thing I'll say for our Utah friends at home is there's a shot from Hunter Voiles. Is the clock you see on your screen. We're not so fancy. It's not connected directly to the scoreboard. It is me starting and stopping it manually. So I do my best to keep it as close as possible, but it is an entertainment purposes only clock. For Utah, that was number 17, Jules Donovan, who had it for a moment and then just a battle behind the net. Now trying to push it up and getting it to McKay Pond, who clears the length of the ice. Tobin fixes there for the Ducks, picked up eventually by Monroe, who does a nice job to find Alex Enegren. A welcome back for number 8 in white. And then Charlie Marr is stood up right in front of the goal. Excuse me. Poked away from Seth Platt. But then a nice job from Platt to win it back, and he just has it knocked off his stick a second time at the last moment before he could get a shot on Anderson. Off the boards and now collected by the century man Austin Pultz. There's Braslovsky building up speed, and he's got a lot of speed to build up.
What a heater! Oh my gosh! Number 7 turned those jets on and took it straight to the net. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Just a snipe from Braslovsky
wow, what
there.
a heater! Oh my gosh! Woof! Woof!
So just gonna say, Barak Braslovsky's got a ton of speed, and it's the quickness of the release on that shot, I think, that ended up beating Landon Anderson and giving the Ducks the 1-0 lead. And that was one where you could see the net ripple on it.
Yeah.
So an early lead for the Ducks, not for the first time against Utah. And they'll have to keep pushing here as we've said, here's a chance for Utah, and it's cleared away, but not out of the zone, and now sent back in. But this is a big, big weekend for Utah. They are going to be real motivated, and it's really important for the Ducks to build on this hot start and keep the pressure down. Slayton trying to knock it away in the neutral zone, eventually collected by Charlie Marr. And then cross ice for Mitchell. And then just a touch from Dayton Clark right in front of the red line will send it into the Utes zone. And kept alive by Slayton. Now Clark. And tangled up. And is it another penalty coming up? I believe it is. And it goes against Dayton Clark for a hold. Lucky for the Ducks that whistle went when it did, because I think Matt Server thought that penalty was on Utah and seemed to be a couple of strides out of his net when the whistle ended up blowing. Could have been a rough one to give up.
Dangerous mistake.
So Utah now on the power play as a shot is blocked and now cleared, and maybe a shorthanded chance. The Utah power play numbers, by the way, 17%, which is also, frankly, a little bit below where you'd want it, but a better metric than the Ducks have. The Ducks penalty kill has actually been pretty strong. this year, in the 73% range.
Good. This is an important moment for the Duck penalty kill to step up. Keep the momentum going.
So here is Utah with the extra man. It's Donovan working all the way around. Now back blue line across and nice passing, nice save. Donovan again. And now all the way around, kept alive. And Austin Pultz will have a chance to just turn on it. In fact, he finds Nathan Hannon, who clears it the rest of the way. And taken away behind the net run the Ducks. The chance in front. Bouncing puck for a moment. Another shorthanded chance may be coming up for the Ducks. Instead, they'll just circle around for a moment. 30 seconds left on the man advantage, and down goes Frazier. 29 seconds left on the power play. 11:44 left in the opening period. The Ducks taking a 1-0 lead on the Barak Braslovsky goal. Oof. That's Barak's 5th of the year. He also scored early in Salt Lake, so he's seen the net well against this Utah team. Utah just having a little trouble getting out of the zone on the power play. And now they'll gain the blue line. But the Ducks immediately will take the puck away and clear with 8 seconds left on the man advantage. So that will just about do it, and now it will do it for the Utah power play. And now 5 aside again as a save from Serber sends the puck into the netting in front of the Zam door with 11:08 left in the first period.
Man, extremely important penalty kill for the Ducks. You know, some great plays, some great smart icing, some strong energy by number 24 Slayton, keeping the puck down on the Utah end.
And there's Andres flipping it for Pultz. Tried to find Hannon, but knocked away from him. Going to be a penalty coming up against Utah. And that's a rough against Jules Donovan. So here's that Ducks power play again. Andres. And now down low and bouncing around Henningsgaard, I think it is. Finding Pultz. Cross ice to the circle. Back to Pultz. Shot blocker save. Andres. Lars Kroos. Henningsgaard with 1:20 left on the man advantage. Lars Kroos will chase after it as Micah Glass in the slot. Instead, finding Andres at the blue line, then point to point, a shot from Pultz and a save. As far as I'm concerned, number 23's got the green light all night in this his 100th game. There are 1:04 left on this penalty with exactly 10 minutes left in the period. Andres, Hannon, Back for Andres. Oh, sorry, that was Breslavsky. Now Breslavsky again, the goal scorer early. Now Monroe. Shot wide. Looking for Breslavsky again. Looking to pick out that corner again. A big pad save and long rebound. No one was able to pounce on it. Monroe has to chase this back a couple steps into his own zone with 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Nathan Hannon behind the net for Nick Mitchell. Now down into the corner. And then Monroe for Breslavsky. Breslavsky settles it instead, stops, spins around, still with it, and then gives it up. Back for Monroe. And Strategos, now Breslavsky again, shooting over the goal. 1 second left and we're back to 5-a-side. And chasing after it out of the box is Jules Donovan. He'll shove Breslavsky out of the way, but a good battle between the two of them, 7 and 17. And eventually Isaiah Strategos will push the puck forward out of the zone. And then just turning at the red line is Nick Mitchell, gives the Ducks a chance to get a few fresh skaters out there with 8:32 left in the first period. Charlie Marr now. And in that corner it goes. A little tough to see it down there. And Charlie Marr taken down. And another penalty coming up against Utah. And they're lucky they didn't get a second one for the frustration shot of the puck there. It's a trip against music. Love that name. So for a third time tonight, the Ducks on the power play. Tobin Fix will kick that forward to keep it alive. And now here's Slayton with the shot that deflects wide. It is Cole Music, the guilty Ute. Here's Charlie Marr. Cross-ice pass for Slayton, offside. Here's Pultz. And deflects right back for Austin Pultz, then across to Andres. Shot through traffic, doesn't get there. And kept alive, though, by David Andres, now Austin Pultz. To the top of the circle. Back for Pultz. Shot block, that one will sting, but it's a good hurt for the Utah shot blocker there. 58 seconds left on the man advantage as Andres finds Henningsgaard, who then sends it back for Pultz. A patient build-up here for the Ducks on the power play. And they're going to ice the puck. .6:59 officially left period one. Brock Breslavsky gave the Ducks a 1-0 lead with 14:25 left in the first period. So what is that, the 5:35 mark officially if you're scoring at home? I can do simple math sometimes. Emphasis on simple and emphasis on sometimes. And chance for the Ducks to knock that forward in the neutral zone. Henningsgaard couldn't quite corral it, though. And now cleared and looked out in the scorer's booth. Oof. So that puck will eventually deflect into the penalty box, and Cole Music will throw it back onto the ice. 24 seconds left on his minor. Alex Enegren will take this face-off. Thornton with a shot and bouncing puck. Enegren shot blocked. And Enegren again. Sorry, that was Munro. That is Enegren. And that is Jamernick. And going for a slide and not able to get there is Andrew Thornton. Now a chance shorthanded for Utah as the puck bounces up and over the goal. Chance for Utah again as the shot goes wide. Couldn't quite link up with Jamernick, and now the Utes will gain the zone again as the shot is gloved by Server. There are really few things as aesthetically pleasing as just a nice snag with the glove.
Oh, I can't agree more.
We're back to 5-a-side, by the way. Let's get our graphic nice and correct. Trying to chip it out of the zone was Hunter Voiles, but it's intercepted by Utah. And now in the neutral zone again, the Utes will pick it up again. Logan Jackson had it now forward towards Benjamin Mickle, and it deflects up and out of play again. Let's keep that puck away from the broadcast booth, boys. We do not have doubles. .5:10 officially left first period. As music sends it across ice. Now Utah in their own zone. And offside. And we'll see where the faceoff goes there.
Oh, man.
I think it's just going to go to center, it looks like. I think the Ducks wanted it pushed back a little bit more because that was a Utah player getting back onside rather than being carried onside, but it wasn't really intentionally touched. It just hit him in the skate. As Server will get out and get a poke on that one. Couple Ducks reaching at it, and I think a hand pass in the end. I want to thank our sponsors, Rennie's Landing, Chiba Hut Sandwiches, Elements Gym in Springfield, and the Copy Shop. Another save from Server as Charlie Maher takes it away. And just reaching to keep it in the zone was Slayton. Now Slayton and Maher, and then chance in front. Rebound is there for the moment, and then poked away, and now out of the zone. Austin Pultz will find it, and he'll backhand it towards Charlie Maher, but it's just off the skates of the number 79. And Utah on the puck now. It is number 24. That's Ethan Light. And Ethan Light is, as the kids say, a problem. 16 goals, 10 assists for 26 points. And that is the Utah team lead this season. So keep your eyes peeled when number 24 in black is on the ice. Then now picked up by Utah along the far side. Now coming back to the near side for number 29, Ben Mickle. And Nick Mitchell trying to work on him. Eventually he's poked away, but Utah is going to be favored to keep this one. A 2-on-2 battle there along the boards. The puck's just barely moving. And now Thornton will move it, but only to the blue line for Utah, and a save made by Matt Serber. And another penalty coming up, this time against Utah, and against the Ducks, and then a second one. And Henningsgaard's just going to sit for a long time here. A very quick trigger from the referee that gave that. He gave the 2 and then he gave the 10 immediately after that.
Wow.
So that's unfortunate. That is...
Oh my gosh. 3 Ducks.
Yeah, well, it's 3 Ducks in the box because Lars Kroos takes the original penalty. Jackson Henningsgaard takes a 2 for unsportsmanlike. And then because he also takes the 10, you've got to have someone serve the 2 minutes for him. So, according to the numbers that are on the Ducks website, those are the first 2 penalties of the year for Jackson Henningsgaard. And those are tough to take. And out of the zone it goes.
Oh my
Monroe.
gosh.
And now cleared. So Utah's had a decent power play this year, but below where they'd want it. But they get a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3 now, trailing 1-0. It's Dylan Dix who had it for the moment, then he will get it back. No, he won't get it back, as they go to the top of the circle instead. And a shot deflects into the netting. 54 seconds left. Woof. Let's get a zoom in on that Ducks box down there.
Oh boy.
It's crowded, isn't it?
Oh boy.
Lars Kroos took the original penalty. Jackson Henningsgaard took a 2 and a 10 after that. So Dayton Clark will serve the 2 minutes for Jackson. It's Light. Now down low, now back for Ethan Light at the top of the circle, across ice. Back for number 24. He is the danger man for Utah. That shot's blocked, but there's a rebound off the side of the net, and then Serber will pounce on it.
Whoa.
36 seconds left on the 5-on-3.
Some very important saves being made there by Matthew Serber.
Yeah, they say your goalie has to be your best penalty killer. And
that is the truth.
Especially on the 5-on-3. Ducks are just trying to get in front of passing lanes where they can. Ethan Light will take the space. Now back for number 27, Gabuni. Now Gabuni still into the slot. The shot misses the net. Back for Ethan Light. Center point. Slayton will get just enough of a stick on it, but I'm not out of danger yet. Trying to step it home as Utah, both Ducks out of the box. That kill off the 5-on-3.
Very important penalty kill there for the Ducks.
But Utah's still threatening, and Utah will score with 47 seconds left in the period.
Man.
I believe that's Logan Jackson. And yeah, I was just going to say, you're not out of the woods yet when you kill off the penalty.
Nope.
Just because you've killed off the penalty.
Yep.
You got to get the puck out of the zone.
You got to clear it.
So Barack Bruslovsky gave the Ducks the lead. Utah will get the equalizer with about 45 seconds left in the first period. And now the Utes trying to build on that momentum. Shot goes wide. A long carom off the boards found by Jamernick, but he can't find Monroe. And then another glove save from Matt Serber with, count 'em, 24 seconds left on the first period, rather. Did you hear the PA? Was that 6 as the goal scorer?
Yes, I think so.
And here's Bruslovsky now. He'll send one in that will just be gloved with 12 seconds left in the period by Landon Anderson. Good first period for the Ducks, though. Staying in this game.
I think so, definitely. A strong first period from both teams, but I think the Ducks have really showed some strong offense. Pulled a couple of foolish penalties.
And going to be a chance for Utah. They're just onside. Kind of a partial 2-on-1. Another save from Serber. But Utah will set up behind the net, and that will do it for the end of the first 20 minutes. And then we get some pushing and shoving after the whistle. And be careful, Barack. I know why Bruslovsky's upset, because he took a shot right kind of at the buzzer that was not involved in any sort of hockey play. But I wouldn't be surprised if he took a penalty for his retaliation. The refs are going to call the captains over. I'm not sure we're going to get much of an indication as to what, if anything, was called there until the second period starts, but after 20 minutes, it's the Ducks 1, the Utes 1. A strong opening 20 minutes for the Oregon Ducks against this number 17 ranked Utah team, who is looking to get one last line item on their resume before they head into tournament play. It would be a very tough ask for the Utes to get an auto bid with teams like UNLV in their conference. Let me scroll down and tell you the rest of the good teams in that Utah conference. So Utah's in the WCHL, along with Colorado, who we saw last week. Arizona was in the WCHL at number 16. Central Oklahoma at number 6. UNLV at number 4. You figure it will be either UNLV or Central Oklahoma that get the auto bid for that conference. Both of them would be at-large qualifiers anyway. So again, for Utah, they have to finish in an at-large spot, or maybe they can come in and kind of shock the world in the WCHL tournament. But as it stands right now, the Utes are going to be wanting to push more because they really need 2 wins this weekend to boost their at-large resume. And for the Ducks, all these games against good tournament qualifier teams are things to build on for next year.
Absolutely.
And just, push towards maybe being a top 30, somewhere in that range team in the first year in D1, I think would feel pretty nice for everyone. We're going to take a break. We'll leave you with Reese's camera work on the Zam Cam here, as always. And that'll do it for us in the first 20 minutes. As Shout finishes up, we're about to get the Ducks and Utes back on the ice for the second period. Jackson Henningsgaard will start in the penalty box, as will Brock Bruslovsky for the skirmish at the end of the first period. I asked the scorer's booth at the intermission if they knew what was called. All they knew was that penalties were called. The referees did not tell them exactly what was called. So I don't know if this is going to be 4-on-4, if it's going to be just Bruslovsky. Kind of wouldn't be surprised if it is just Bruslovsky, just given that old cliche of they only call the retaliation.
Yeah, you retaliate, you go for 2.
But that's one of those things that just because it is true doesn't mean it shouldn't be true.
Yeah.
I always feel like referees should call both. And it looks like maybe they are, because there's a Utah player that is standing at the penalty box door. So I think we're going to start 4-on-4. That's fair enough.
Looks like you are correct.
It is Mr. Landon Langenbrunner who will sit again.
Sorry.
It's a funny name.
Sorry.
It's a good one.
You slammed that one out really fast, and I couldn't help myself.
Oh boy, we have all sorts of excitement. We had some visitors on the ice at intermission.
Yeah, some goobers.
Do us a favor if you come out to see us. Stay off the ice, please. So what do we got? We got 4s on the ice. Let's get the appropriate graphic on the screen. And then let's get the clock running, because we're underway for the second period. 1-1 the score after 20 minutes. And that's expensive. Or did someone just drop it? I don't think it broke. That's good. And Hunter Royals will find it behind the net. He's going to try to find Nick Slayton, and he does. What a nice pass, and what a better save. But a great end-to-end play there.
Oh, yeah.
Had a nice conversation at the intermission with Oregon Ducks legend Trevor Schott. He's scored about 8,000 goals in his Oregon career. I am exaggerating, but not by much. And he is one of the guys that is the reason why there have been well over 1,000 people every night in Eugene this year. There's a shot through traffic. Pultz to Andres. And now darting the other way with it is Mickle for Utah. He's in front. A save from Matt Server. Minute 10 left on the 4-on-4. Jackson Henningsgaard still serving that 10-minute misconduct. Seated as well, but not shorthanded because of it. Pultz will find it. Tries to connect with Charlie Marr, instead picked up by Utah. And that's deflected away by Slayton. In the neutral zone is Utah. Drop back. And what a move by Ethan Light, but the shot goes wide. As Light's forced into the neutral zone. And no penalty there. Utah bench one, and one they won't get it. And high deflection off the skates of Server. And with 18:24 left in the second period and 23 seconds left on the 4-on-4, we'll get a whistle. Excuse me again. We mentioned it a few times. We'll mention it a few times more. Utah comes into the night at number 17. There's already one auto bid from outside the top 20, and based on the standings right now, there may be as many as 2 more. So that makes number 17 a very precarious place to be if you want to go to Natty's. And that's shot over the goal. Circling with it is Landa Kusick. And now dropping it back. Down low. Playing from behind the goal as the shot deflects into the corner. Now again, right in front, point blank save Server. Puck in a dangerous area, though, and now the Ducks finally get it out of the zone.
Oof.
Little nervy there as Erdis sent it across ice, and an icing against Utah with 17:31 left in the first period, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Man, a series of real dangerous chances there for Utah, right in front of the net.
Yeah, right at the end of that 4-on-4.
Multiple shots.
Server solid, though.
Absolutely.
All the Duck goalies, really. But Server has kind of emerged as the number one this year. Long bounce off the boards and the puck back behind the net, and I told you I'd say it again.
There we go.
The net is knocked off its moorings.
It does that.
It does tend to do that. That end especially. Oregon Ducks hockey is brought to you by Rennie's Landing, by Chiba Hut, by Elements Gym in Springfield, and by West Coast Event Productions. As we're back underway here, the puck poked away from McKay Pond. There is a hockey name, Pond.
McKay Pond.
Some good hockey names in the
Absolutely.
in the program history for Oregon and Utah. We just mentioned. Oh, that's a skirmish in front, and here's Anegren with it. We'll finish the thought when we get a chance, but the Ducks now across the blue line. A glove save.
Whoa!
From the Utah
Lightning
Tendy.
catch.
So I'm going to hit you with some of these names. We just mentioned Trevor Schott, the Ducks alum and the leading scorer in program history. One of perhaps the only hockey name that is on par with Schott is a Utah legend, Josh Dangle.
Oh, Josh Dangle.
And there was a time when Schott and Dangle played against each other.
Oh, no. Clash of Titans.
So that was back in the Utah Pac-8 days when they were still an ACHA D2 team. Big fan of Pond, too, is the last name for a hockey player.
That one's good.
And just offside there is Utah with 16:32 left in the period. Just about 100 of you watching with us, one for each game in Austin Pultz's Duck career. See how nicely I did that?
That was clever.
As that one is cleared the length of the ice, and it will be icing against the Ducks. Yeah, I cannot speak highly enough, say enough good things about what Austin has meant to this program. See his folks here almost every game. And a couple of Pac-8 titles. Big part of why this team elevated its play on the ice to a D1 level. And awesome to get to see him play his last year here at the D1 level. It's picked up by Broslovsky. He'll find Hannon with 16:11 left in the period as Isaiah Strategos sends the stick of Logan Jackson flying, but he'll pick it back up. And now off the boards, it is Logan Jackson who'll touch it. Andres chops at it. Ducks have to get back on side, so Utah with a free touch, and then just offside. That was Che Landakusik. It's another fun name.
Man, another good one.
6'1" junior. Big shout out, by the way, to Utah. Their website, very nice to use. Very easy to pull the roster from. That is much appreciated as a broadcaster. Schedule is easy to find on their website with results, and love it. They run a tight ship in Salt Lake. Good broadcast, too. If the Utah broadcasters are watching, always enjoy your work. And chance in front, knocked away server. And there's going to be a chance for Charlie Marr. But he sort of lost a wheel there a little bit and could only take a haphazard shot. Andrew Thornton in his own zone will knock it forward for Micah Glass, then across ice, and look out for a moment. Picked up in the neutral zone by Utah. Nick Mitchell would stick, but knocked it right into the shooting lane for Utah. Nice save, Serber. And now a quick shot knocked away again. That was Carter firing on goal. And now here's Charlie Marr for the Ducks. Charlie Marr around one man, then couldn't get around to second, and here comes Utah. And here comes the danger man, Ethan Light, off the bar! And now cleared, it's going to be an icing against the Ducks.
The post gives.
The post giveth, the post taketh away.
Amen.
That time she gives. Nobody else up over 20 points for the Utes. 26 points for Mr. Light. Nobody over 20 points on the Ducks. He is the leading scorer on the ice tonight by some margin. And the Ducks will find it behind their own net, playing it off the boards and then up into the neutral zone, trying to find Strategos, who will just sweep it around. And Micah Glass going to work behind the net, but Utah in control of the puck as the Ducks go for a line change. Utah with a few seconds to think. And then just as they gain the blue line, they'll run out of time. Here's Tobin Fix for the Ducks. Tangled up with Munro there. And another shot and a save from Server, but that was really dangerous. Where's the puck?
He's got it covered.
There somewhere.
He's got it covered.
We got a full-on brouhaha. And this will take some sorting out.
Little tangle.
I saw a Utah player throw a duck down to the ice.
I saw somebody get punched in the head.
Dayton Clark's going to sit. Mickle's going to sit. And it looks like we're just going to skate 4-on-4. All things considered, we might be happy to only see 4 minutes penalties total on that. Taken away, but he just couldn't quite keep the puck on his stick. Good Edegren. And now Light backhander right into the slot. Still loose for a moment. Bouncing around, and boy, that was nervy. As Light will play it off the boards. And now Munro with it. Andres. Knocked away, though, and right back to Andres. Little lucky to find David stick again. Now here's Munro. And then Edegren. Save made by the goaltender for Utah. 13:10 left in the period. 1:05 left on the 4-on-4. Swept away from the Utes there, but then Braslovsky takes it away. He's got speed. He's got handles. He's got the puck still. Now knocked away from him as he's sent into the boards, and Utah takes over. Going up ice through number 14, Erdis. And then a chance and a nice blocker save there on the shot from Chaylan Akusik. Right in front point. Big save Great server.
Gosh. Wow. What a catch.
How about the vision from number 41?
Oh my gosh.
I would prefer that there was maybe a little bit more traffic in front of him, but you know, you need your goalie to steal a few sometimes.
Yep.
Speaking of stealing a few, the puck was stolen right away from the Ducks there, but then they took it back. And now in the neutral zone, Utah with it, now gained the zone. Shot over the goal from number 4 in block is Cole Music. And now working into the slot, the shot off the bar again, I think. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Music chasing after it for Utah. He'll go behind the net, tries to center, couldn't find the shooter. Another chance for Utah goes asking. 11:39 left in the period. This has been good pressure, though, from Utah since the intermission, and good defending from the Ducks. Just into the corner. It's offside, though, as that puck escaped the zone. And that one may send the faceoff all the way down.
Wow. You know, a lot of pressure on server there through that play.
And Hunter Voiles is asking the same question I was, I think, about the faceoff. But they're just going to put it in the neutral zone. Jackson Henningsgaard is standing in the box. He's almost done with his 10 minutes. Those are long, it's a long 10 minutes when you take a misconduct. As that one is going to be gloved by the netminder for Utah. 11:11 left, second period rather. So just about the halfway point of this game. And still 1-1. I have to say that's a success so far for this Ducks team. And it's a chance in front, but he just couldn't quite find the right angle on it. Couldn't make a glass. And then nice defending from Hunter Voiles there. And a bomb of a shot from Utah is going to wrap all the way around, and in fact is going to play the Ducks into the zone, but then Charlie Marr unable to find a teammate. And Micah Glass will go flying. Slayton chops at it, sends it back into the Utah zone, but the Utes are on it first. And they'll gain the zone penalty coming up against the Ducks. Shot deflects. Another chance goes asking. And now we'll get our whistle. So with Henningsgaard finally done serving the misconduct, the Duck penalty box will not be unoccupied for long. It's frequently occupied this year.
Very rarely empty.
And Micah Glass will get 2 minutes to think about it. And Utah missing just on the pass there. They'll have to set back up. A shot from the blue line. Didn't get through the forest. And cleared, but only as far as the neutral zone before it's picked up by Landa Kusik. And dangerous puck slides across the slot, but no Ute stick there. 40 seconds gone on the penalty. It's Landa Kusik again. To the point for Dylan Dix. Strategos trying to find the puck, but just couldn't quite work it away. And now the Ducks will clear, and in fact, maybe a shorthanded rush for Enegren here. Or Munro, excuse me. And just couldn't get the shot off, but killing precious seconds of penalty time. Now Langenbrunner for Utah. Still Landon Langenbrunner. Karams around. Behind the net for Kabuni. Langenbrunner now. Jackson. Jackson has the Utah goal tonight. Also has the puck taken away from him here with Alex Enegren finding it and looked out in the Ducks bench. Too many injured guys to shoot the puck right into the bench. Also a bummer because if that hits the boards and Karams all the way around, that kills off the rest of the penalty. Instead, there's another penalty killing faceoff for the Ducks with 3 seconds left on the man advantage for Utah. And as we saw earlier, it can be just as dangerous in the first few seconds after killing a penalty as it was killing the penalty. This time, though, the Ducks kill the penalty and get the puck out of the zone. So with 8 minutes left in the second, both boxes are temporarily unoccupied. That hasn't happened too often tonight. And that one is deflected in the neutral zone, so there's no ice. Seth Platt out there for the Ducks. And Platter had the puck for a moment before Utah took it back. Nick Mitchell working on the Ute defensively there. Mitchell and Henningsgaard. But Utah with the puck to the point, shot through, or kind of passed through traffic, was knocked down by Micah Glass. Now Nick Mitchell behind the net as the Utes go for a line change. Lars Kroos deflected by Henningsgaard, then he'll chase after it, and he's gonna be, well, he could have gotten there first, but the puck ended up behind him and the Utah defenseman. And the Utes hop on it now. It's Ethan Light. As that shot deflects up and away. And we can't wait for Medford either, Darian. That is, like I was saying earlier, it's always a blast. It's going to be the third year in a row the Ducks have been down there. And it's an absolute madhouse to play in. I love that place as a broadcaster. It's a great perch to broadcast games from right between the benches. And if you are a Southern Oregon Duck, I would advise you to not miss that one. 6:40 left in the period as we'll send Carter Kenyon chasing it, or Kenyon Carter, sorry. Man, the fans making some noise here. It's been great presence for the fans all year. And Eugene is a little dangerous for a moment before Hunter Voyles finds the puck, sends it into the neutral zone. And now Charlie Marr. Ducks got to be careful on the line change. Utah picks it up. And now Tobin Fix. Isaiah Strategos. Back for Fix, and then touched up by Slayton in the neutral zone. It's the Ducks' turn to go for a line change. And then Utah's chance to try to build out of the back here. Now across the red line is Michael Erdis. And Erdis going to go all the way around before he's interrupted. Roslovsky couldn't take the puck with him, though. And now it's Jackson. Andres around for Broslovsky. Absorbing some contact but taking the puck with him is Barack Broslovsky. Now knocked away from him, but he does a good job to stay with it. Then he's knocked off it. Strategos for Andres. And now knocked down by Jackson for Utah. Landa Kusick. And trying to knock Strategos off the puck. Down goes Utah there, though. And Landon Kusik has it taken away by Pultz, who will have it bounce off the boards. And puck will just stop in front of the benches. Ducks got to be careful on the line change. And here's Landon Kusik across the blue line for Utah. Ducks will come away with it. Dayton Clark now. Lost it though. Ducks have kind of been struggling to get it going at 5-on-5 this period. And play it off the glass there right in front of the fans. There's a wake me up for the cheering section. And eventually it will just go 200 feet for an icing. Austin Pultz for Andres. And Enegren towards Monroe, but deflects for Utah to take it away. And it was Music. Now Andres, now Enegren. And then behind Monroe, but ends up falling for Dayton Clark here. And he'll rip it off the boards. Monroe can collect it. And trying to find someone in the slot, but intercepted by Utah. And here come the Utes. Here comes the dangerous Ethan Light. Still it's Ethan Light.
Wow.
Now finding Jackson. Save made, but there's a rebound. Still it's loose. Now it's covered by Matt Server with 3:24 left in what has been a scoreless so far second period and a 1-1 hockey game.
Man, some serious stick handling out of Light there.
Yeah, he's real neat,
I
isn't
think he went around the entire zone.
Between Light and Braslovsky, we've got a couple of guys on either team that can do some skating. I think Braslovsky might be the fastest guy on the ice, but Light has the higher point total to show this year. Nice to see Brock on the score sheet tonight, though. And here's Andy Thornton. And icing against the Ducks. No, waved off. Not sure if that must have taken a deflection. And Thornton with fix. Touch for Micah Glass temporarily, and then picked up by Utah. And now Thornton for Strategos. For Micah Glass. Shots blockered away. Voiles will just turn and knock over his man. It's not even really a check so much as just being the bigger guy.
I think 17 ran into him.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just a physics equation. Mass on mass. It's Donovan for Utah, and Landon Kusik then, now Donovan now. But Braslovsky takes it away. He's got a chance to build up speed again, and he's got speed to build up. Can't get through three skaters, though. That's a tough ask for anyone. And the Ducks just can't quite connect on that pass, but they'll force the goaltender to play it quickly. And Charlie Marr will just turn it into the corner. He took a hit, but no arms go up for the referees. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the period. And now Thornton. Shot from Clark, big rebound, no one there. And sorry, that was 23, not 33. That's Austin Pultz. the century man himself, as that one sent the length of the ice right to server. Now Alex Enegren. And now Nick Slayton. Back towards Enegren. The shot goes wide, though. Kept just alive inside the blue line by the Ducks. And now out into the neutral zone for Ethan Light. And what's the whistle? Not sure on that whistle, but it is a whistle. And whatever it is, it's going to send the face-off. Munro and Enegren are just going to will this face-off into the Utah zone. And with 33 seconds left officially in the period, they will win their argument. So the Ducks will get a chance to start in the Utah zone. 29 seconds left in the period now. No score still after, or no score in the period, with just 29-6 left in the middle frame. 1-1 the score in the game. And here's a 2-on-1 for Utah, including the danger man Light. Save made, Serber. Now they flip it up towards Henningsgaard, and look out, here come the Ducks the other way. And that shot up into the rafters where Austin Pultz's jersey should be. If it was me, you'd have a 95 up there for Trevor Schott, and beginning opening day next year, you'd have a 23 up there. Maybe a jersey or two from before my time here, which was a long time ago at this point. But those two names certainly belong on the Oregon Hockey Mount Rushmore, as it's an icing against Utah with 6 seconds left in the period.
Straight down the ice.
I mean, there's enough time to win a faceoff and get a shot on goal here. You'd love to steal one if you're the Ducks. But faceoff's going to be won by Utah. 4 seconds left. 2-1, and that will do it. Can we get through the end of the period without anyone else taking any penalties here? Let's just get them both off the ice now. One team at a time. All right. Looks like we get nothing extra at the end of the second period. So after 40 minutes of play, our score remains Oregon 1, Utah 1. A big third period coming up. Don't go too far. Welcome back. Period number 3 is just about to get underway here in Eugene. You have to say it is the most pivotal 20 minutes of the season for Utah.
Oh, yeah.
As we said, 1-1 is not going to get it done for the Utes this weekend, most likely, if they want an at-large bid to nationals. If you are Oregon, you have to know that Utah is going to come out strong.
Oh, yeah.
In this third period.
Oh, yeah.
You knew they were going to come out strong in the first period. The Ducks weathered the storm really well to get that first goal through Barak Maslovsky, but they have not been able to find the net again since then. To their credit, they've been pretty tidy defensively.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very important period, and I think that it's, effort from both teams is going to have to be through the moon.
Through the moon.
I went for through the roof, and then
not just through the roof,
for the
but
moon, through the
all
moon.
the way through the moon.
I'm owning it. Through the moon.
I like it. I like it. Linesman got the puck in his hand. The puck is on the ice, and we are underway. Oh, boy. That was almost how you wanted to not start. We underway for period 3, and a little premature on the music there, guys. Back now. Here's Nick Mitchell. And towards Strategos. Back toward Thornton. And deflects the whole way down the length of the ice. .1916 left first period. So first period, Jesus. Third period. Pultz will play it off the boards for Micah Glass. And taken away Henningsgaard, who is stapled into the boards there, but Lars Kroos will get the puck, and it's loose for a moment before it's covered up by Landon Anderson of Utah, the 6-foot-tall senior. It's interesting, Utah has 4 goalies, 4 left-handed goalies. And Landon Anderson, the only upperclassman, the only non-freshman of the 4 goalies for Utah. So the crease well taken care of for the next few years in Salt Lake. And here's a chance for the Utes coming the other way. But no shot to come on it. And then Andres takes it away for the Ducks. A little bit behind Austin Pultz. And then can't quite get it to the neutral zone. Utah's still on the attack. And one-timer, and there was a lot of cage to shoot at, but the puck goes wide. Here's Henningsgaard for the Ducks. Pushed away from the puck. And now back to the neutral zone towards Light. Lost it for a moment, but Utah still has it. Now back towards Light, but deflected away. And the Ducks with a 2-on-2 chance. Turning, can they find the slot? One-timer! Missing, though, on the shot was Dayton Clark. Both teams gunning for it in this third period. 17:50 left in regulation. Our first game between these two teams this year went to overtime when Nick Slayton won it for the Ducks. This is the second game between these two teams went to overtime where Nick Slayton won it for the Ducks. A 6-4 win for Utah in the first game. Charlie Marr knocked backwards into the neutral zone for a moment and held onto the puck. Then sent it back into the Utah zone. Now Seth Platt will collect it, tries to center, but no one there for him. Platt finds it though. Deflected towards Slayton. Now Marr again. Back around. Pultz to Voiles. Shot through traffic. Knocked down. Slayton on the rebound. That shot never found the net. Still Slayton towards Marr. No one there. That's Seth Platt with a shot knocked away. 16:50 left in regulation. As that puck is set in the length of the ice for an icing against Utah. 16:48 left in regulation.
Man, a lot of business going down in the Utah zone starting out here. A lot of chaos, a lot of on-net shots.
And a grin on the face-off for the Ducks. Big collision in the corner. And a battle there. Anyone's guess where the puck is at the moment, as we just cannot see through all those bodies. And Mitchell will send it back into the zone. The Ducks have to get back onside. Utah goes for a line change and starts behind their own net. Fakin going one way, but still holding on to it. Now they'll start from behind the net. And the Ducks will take it away. And Egrin knocked off the puck, it looks like. Mitchell couldn't quite hold on to it at the blue line, and now here comes Utah. Taking the puck is Michael Urtis. Right in front, save server, and then he'll just swipes it into the corner. Utah still threatening, and the Ducks will finally hop back on the puck. Now at the feet of Thornton. And now here's Monroe. Right in front of chance, and there looked like Isaiah Strategos got kind of wrapped up, but nothing doing, and we get a whistle. Is it offside? It doesn't make sense.
Went straight to server.
Is it an icing? Where's the face-off going? Center ice. Here's Pultz. Andres. Breslavsky. A whirling dervish, number 7. Down towards Nathan Hannon, but lost it. Big hit in the corner. Gonna be a penalty, though. The Utah goalie will go to the net on the delayed penalty. Ethan Light squirts away and touched up now by the Ducks. So Utah to the man advantage with 14:49 left in regulation, as Nathan Hannon sits for 2 minutes for roughing.
Dangerous time to take a penalty.
Yeah, never a great time to take a penalty. Third period of a tie game.
Probably the worst.
Probably one of the worst. PK has been strong for the Ducks this year, though. Top half of the nation in penalty killing. But Utah is zipping the puck around the zone early on this power play. No, Dix. Utah will pick it up behind the net. Backhanded cleared by the Ducks with
Nice
a minute
clear.
30 left on the man advantage for Utah. There is Utah's number 17. That is Donovan. Monroe digs at it. Chance in front for Utah if they can find a shot. Right into the chest of Matt Server. Right into that O. And shorthanded, here come the Ducks. Monroe shoots it!
Right over his shoulder! Oh my gosh!
Thomas Monroe, the shorthanded goal. The Ducks take the lead.
What a shot! Oh my gosh!
There's your goal horn.
Wow! Wow! Short-handed.
So 13 and a half left in regulation. The Ducks now with a 2-1 lead. And tripping right in front of his own goaltender there, and that was almost an absolute disaster for Utah. Now they're really looking for something. And another chance for the Ducks. Short-handed if they can spring the rush here. It's Monroe again, looking for Slayton, but couldn't connect. 6 seconds left on the man advantage, so about to be 5 aside again as Hannon is standing in the box. Hannon is out of the box. Tobin Fix in front of Hannon, collected by Utah. And offside they go. 12:38 left.
Wow.
In regulation.
Picking up some broken twigs off the ice.
On the neutral zone faceoff. 12 and a half left regulation. 2-1 Ducks. And that's a hold, no?
Apparently not.
Like there was just about 6 or 7 seconds there. A handful of Barack Braslovsky's jersey. That's one way to slow him down. Might be the only way to slow him down. But no arm up from the referees. Here's Braslovsky again. A shot that will be deflected up and high. He takes it away though. Throws it at goal. Kicked away. Big hit into the boards. All's fair, say the referees. Henningsgaard takes it away, but he is separated from the puck. That's a penalty, however. I think a check from behind coming up, and we get more pushing and shoving.
Yeah!
And a full-on brouhaha.
Oh, they're still going. Oh, they're still going.
So penalties and perhaps early showers coming up.
I'd be surprised if somebody didn't leave the ice.
Strategos is seated. Dix and Donovan are seated. Nathan Hannon will sit.
Wow.
And you can see on your screen right now the referees are discussing. Now we'll see the fans making some noise. Nothing gets the people going like a skirmish like that.
Just a little tilly.
We'll see what we end up skating here. My guess is that it's going to be maybe 4-on-4, and then it'll just be matchings for the other where they're out 2 minutes and a whistle. I don't think we're going to end up at 3-on-3. It's a third Duck entering the box. Or is Isaiah Strategos just finding out that he's getting an early shower? Isaiah's done. And Dylan Dix, I believe, is done.
Yep. Some words from the ref on the way out.
So Nathan Hannon and Jules Donovan will both get 2 minutes. Isaiah Strategos and Dylan Dix will get the rest of the night off. We'll skate 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1, 2, 3, 4 for the next 2 minutes. And back to the actual hockey game portion of the evening. Pultz sends that one across for Andres. Shots blocked, rebound. Doesn't go on goal, collected by Utah, and here come the Utes. Pultz will backhand it though. Heavy touch from Utah, and then trying to get out of the way of the referee. And that's probably, we'll see if those are DQs, but imagine against Dix and Strategos, or if they were just game misconducts. I can't make out what the PA is saying, so I guess we'll have to wait and see if they're dressed tomorrow. The Ducks really cannot afford to lose a skater. Too narrow of a bench for that. Here's Utah across the blue line. Putting on the brakes and shooting. And making the save is Matt Server on the shot from Shea Landacusic with 10:33 left in regulation, 56 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Underway again. Nick Slayton will chip it forward and races after it. Would have been icing, but he gets there first and is introduced to the boards by Utah as a result. And now here come the Utes. Getting around Andrew Thornton, but not being able to beat Matt Server. Here is Monroe. Knocked off the puck. 10 minutes even left in regulation. Hunter Voiles will collect it in the neutral zone for the Ducks. They get back on side, and Voiles will take it back across the blue line. Then finding Monroe. Now back to Hunter. Shot, glove, save.
Right to the laces.
12 seconds left of 4-on-4. I want to thank our sponsors once more. Rennie's Landing, Chiba Hut Sandwiches, Elements Gym in Springfield, and West Coast Event Productions. Hunter Voiles with a shot that goes wide. Charlie Marr moved off the puck. Utah will pick it back up. And we're back to 5-on-5. D to D goes Utah in their own zone, then losing it in the neutral zone. Dayton Clark to Voiles. Now back to Hunter Voiles. 9:20 left regulation. Little too crisp for Charlie Marr, but he's going to keep fighting for it. And he's sent to the ice. Trying to stuff it home was Clark. It's going to deflect right to a Utah stick and sends the Utes the other way. They'll chase after it. Matt Server will find it, stick handles and plays it off the boards. And battling in the corner is Mickle for Utah. Pultz is there for the Ducks. Pultz finding Enegren. Enegren finding Marr. And Marr will flip it for Dayton Clark to chase after it. Dayton Clark tried to drive towards goal. Instead is just sent behind the net, then tried to center, but nobody there as the puck will deflect up into the scorer's booth. With 8:32 left officially in regulation. 116 here right now. That is one of our higher numbers of the year, so thank you to the our visiting fans that may be watching, and all of you Duck fans at home as always. Here is light for Utah. Save from Server, just keeping the stick down. Here comes Micah Glass. At the circle, gets the shot shrugged away, but right back to Micah Glass. Was there dangerous in the slot for a moment for the Ducks, but Utah picked it up, then poked away and just pushed into the neutral zone, where Glass will collect it, but fanning on it. Sets up Utah. Thornton's stick was there. 7:46 left of regulation. Cleared by the Ducks, and it's going to go too slow for the icing. Utah's got to play it. Now behind the Duck net. Langenbrunner pushed into the board. Sorry, Jules Donovan rather. Shot save! Made Max Serber.
What a catch.
He has been sharp.
Woof. I think he caught that with two screens in front of him. Which is, it's an impressive catch.
Another shot, another save. Tobin Fix backhand towards Nathan Hannon. Then Munro for Braslovsky. Braslovsky pushed off the boards. And penalty coming up, it's going to go against Braslovsky. The back referee's got his arm up. The referee right in front of it didn't call anything. Minutes for roughing. So back to the penalty kill go the Ducks. You could see why the call was made. Braslovsky did make contact, but I feel like his argument is not enough for a penalty. So Utah starting on the power play, down a goal. 6:50 left in regulation. Ducks can't quite clear the puck. Utah still threatening. Ethan Light stumbling, keeping the puck for the moment. Then now up to the blue line, out of the zone though. Here's Ethan Light again, just holding it at the blue line until they get back on side. And now the Ducks try to clear. They can't fan it all the way away though. Still a chance for Utah. Andres with the check. Trying to find Ethan Light again. Cross-ice pass, they score!
Oh, you know what? That was a very dedicated, intelligent setup for that shot. They took their time, passed across the crease a couple of times.
Did you see the goal scorer on that? I think it's...
I didn't.
All right, let's try to hear the PA if we can. Back underway, 2-2 now. Deflects away. .52 officially left in regulation. Enegren. And a save made there. Did you hear that?
Nope.
And here's Utah again, and knocked away from him. And another icing there. Trying to find out who had that goal for Utah. Chasing it down there. Number 4 is Music for Utah. And another whistle. 4:54 left regulation. And Charlie Marr just onside. No, he's not onside. He is, in fact, offside. .445 left in regulation. And over Austin Pultz. Andres is chasing it. Big collision. 2 guys going hard into the boards. They both will pick themselves back up, although Andres a little slowly. And now we get another whistle.
Oh, that had to hurt.
They're going to take Austin Pultz here.
Oh, no.
For a hold.
Guys, work the fucking corner!
So Utah on the power play again with 4:20 left in regulation. They score!
A laser beam.
Big celly from Ethan Light. Well, that's brutal for the Ducks.
Yeah.
Monroe. Monroe, who looked for a moment earlier like he might have had the game winner shorthanded. Now Hunter Voiles. Another shot blocked. Monroe deflected away from him though. And that one will go for an icing. .332 left regulation. shot will go into the corner. Andres will find a deflection right into the equipment of the goaltender Anderson with 3:24 left in regulation. A 3-2 game. It's the first Utes lead. This one will go the length of the ice again. No icing, so Andres has to get to it quickly. 3:08 left regulation. Henningsgaard. Shot will deflect right back to him, then to Andres. Around the goal, no one there. Kept alive by Austin Pultz. Shot deflects though. Andres in the neutral zone. Bad giveaway. Here's Enegren. And Enegren's going to get a penalty for high sticking on the stick handle.
Oh.
I don't know about that one, Reese.
Seems like an interesting thing to call.
2.5 left. The Ducks are going to spend most of it killing a penalty. Tobin Fix will clear. Missing the pass through the slot. Now working it around the perimeter is Utah. 2 minutes left regulation. Save made, server again. And just keeping it in the zone is Utah. Around the corner. Stepping up at the blue line. Across ice it goes. Toward goal again, knocked away, server. Tobin Fix will just chop at it. Utah will send it in. 1 minute left in the penalty, 1.5 minutes left in regulation. Monroe will skate it through, but then eventually knocked off the puck, and here comes Utah. 48 seconds left on the man advantage. Working it around. From the blue line, and a whistle there. 1:10 left regulation, 38 seconds left on the man advantage. And we got a fire alarm. I don't know what the protocol is here, Reese. This has never happened before.
Do we leave? Or what? It appears the fire alarm is going off.
I was just telling you earlier, there's not a whole lot that I haven't seen.
Yeah, this
is one of them.
Hey, represent the way the game.
I don't know. They might have to clear the ice here.
Yeah, the fire alarm is going off. They just said false alarm.
All right, let's get back to hockey. Extra timeout.
Man, that was a little scary. Interesting. Have you ever seen a false alarm in the rink before, Isaac?
No. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of things, Reese.
I'm sure.
A fire alarm going off with 70 seconds left in the third period is not something I've seen before.
I guess we're back to it.
Well, if the Ducks can find the goal here, it's going to be a legendary fire alarm. But they got to get a little puck possession first. 1 minute left now. 30 seconds left on the penalty to Enegren. Roslovsky for Henningsgaard. Pushed off the puck, and the puck was already gone, man. Behind the net now, 30 seconds left. Server is at the bench, the net is open.
It's a battle.
Utah's got the puck. If they can get it out of the zone and get the puck on goal, they're going to have an empty netter. They score the empty netter.
Empty netter.
Tough break for the Ducks. Looking like a 4-2 loss here with an empty net goal. It'll be interesting to see, though, if that's enough for Utah. Because after strength of schedule, goal differential comes into play. A 2-goal win might not be enough against the Ducks, and I'm not sure that. I'm not sure that empty net goals count in goal differential.
That's an interesting.
Because I know that every time when the ACHA tweets scores, they'll always say like 4-2 parentheses empty net. They'll specify.
Oh,
so
interesting.
It's they may only count goals scored on goaltenders. They may not.
Yeah.
But even if they don't, 2 goals for Utah.
It's not
in a game where you're plus 16 in the rankings is not not what Utah wanted in this game. That is a really tough break though for the Ducks. Yeah. They had this game, man. They had it. 3-2 third period lead, and then they just start giving up power play goals. And
took a couple of penalties.
A tale as old as time. Gives them a lot to build on for tomorrow, though. The question is, will they have Isaiah Strategos?
That's a good question.
Because I think you'd have to say that once you lost Isaiah, this game turned a little too, just having one fewer skater at Coach Kyler Moore's disposal. And that's the final score. 4-2 is how we finished tonight. Good performance from Landon Anderson in goal. Good performance in goal from both goaltenders.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Serber was excellent as well. This one really hurts for the Ducks. This one, though, it does hurt. They played well enough to win this game and just lost it in the last 5 minutes or so.
Wheels fell off.
Well, we'll be back tomorrow, same Duck time, same Duck channel for one last time in Eugene.
Absolutely.
He's Reese Forbes. I'm Isaac Rosenthal. I want to thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Have a pleasant evening.